So why do we need to benchmark or track paradiddles? Well, two reasons. Firstly, the paradiddle is a standard rudiment that combines single strokes and double strokes. And as your drum teacher, no matter what kind of music you're into, no matter what genre you like, no matter who your favorite drummer is, I can't get you out of needing to be good at single strokes and double strokes. And secondly, in art, and especially in drumming, we don't have a ton of things that we can actually track. It's really difficult for me to track whether my groove is getting better or if the feel that I'm trying to achieve on a certain groove is actually getting there. But with something like paradiddles or single strokes or double strokes, we can actually track the BPM. We can track our growth, our progress. That progress becomes addictive. We want more forward momentum, and that is a very good thing. So here's how this is gonna work. You and I are going to start playing paradiddles together. We're gonna start at 60 BPM. We're gonna stay there for 8 bars. Every 8 bars, we're gonna go up by 5 BPM. Your goal is to stay with me as long as you possibly can, but you have to be very honest with yourself. It's not how fast you can sloppy jalopy this thing. I want you to stop when you're no longer playing with clarity, when it starts to fall apart. All right, so starting at 60 BPM, we're probably gonna go up, I would say I'm gonna max out around 200. We're gonna go up 5 BPM every 8 bars. Stay with me as long as you can. Let's give it a shot. 3 and a 4 and a. Now, no matter how fast you are, no matter how advanced you are, I still want you to start with me at 60 BPM. This is a great tempo for you to focus on your technique, making sure those notes are equidistant, keeping track of the bars. What bar are we on? We're coming up to bar 6 right now. And 7. Remember, we're doing each BPM for 8 bars. 8, 2, 3, 65 now. And at 65, 70, 75, you're not gonna feel a massive difference in 5 BPM jump. But if you stick with me all the way to 180, the difference between 180 and 185 is massive. Seven and 8, jumping up to 70. Another reason why it's so important to start this video with me at the beginning, no matter how fast you are, is because it gives you a chance to find those in-between tempos. I can tell you for me personally, 140 to 160, I can go faster, but those tempos are just a little weird for my hands. So it's really important to find those in-between tempos so that you can work on them. Also, be careful to not rim shot your pad. When teaching camps, I see a lot of people doing this. You don't need to hit your pad that hard. It's bad for your wrists. Relax. Nice clean hits right in the middle of the pad. As I look down to see if I'm hitting in the middle of the pad. 80 BPM, let's go. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, 85, it's starting to get a little bit of a groove to it. Don't forget to move your body too. This isn't the military, this isn't marching band, I don't want this. You gotta give it some of this. Even paradiddles can have a pocket. Maybe even sing a groove yourself. Relax that grip. Don't kill the sticks. $95. And you might notice I have a little bit of arm movement going in there. That's just to give it that feel, that groove. Obviously, I'm not using the arms to move the sticks like this. That would be very bad. But you can have a little movement. 100 BPM, come on. Let's go. If you're somewhat new to the instrument, new to the drums, new to practicing on a pad, 100 is a massive, massive benchmark. You should be super proud if you're still going. Remember when I said don't grab the sticks too tight? Jim Chapin called it the baby bird technique. Grip the sticks tight enough like a baby bird that you would never ever drop the bird, but not so tight that you hurt the bird. That was one of those things that the first time I heard him explain that, I was, as an educator, even as a young educator, I was so jealous that I didn't come up with that. I was like, oh, you're the man, Jim. I think that's kind of how I knew I was meant to be a drum teacher. Even when I was young, I never really got jealous of other people's drumming, but if they had a great explanation for something that I hadn't thought of yet, I was burning. Oh, 120, let's go. Big benchmark here. We're also creeping up on those weird, uncomfortable tempos for those of you that do have a lot of hand speed. Like I said, kind of 150 to, I don't know, probably 170. It's gonna be a little awkward for my hands. $130, let's go. Keep that groove in your body. If you want something to practice while you're doing this, especially if you want to be a drum teacher someday, try saying your address out loud right now. 705 Gold Lake Drive, Folsom, California, 95630. That's the studio's address, not my home address. I'm starting to feel things in halftime now. Boom, boom, ka-doom. Just makes me play a little bit more relaxed. 150, let's go. That's a big benchmark. You should be very proud of yourself if you're still playing. Now, probably somewhere around 170, the stick height's gonna have to come down just a little bit due to physics. I won't be able to play with this much stick height at those faster tempos. Dang, 160, let's go. I'm not gonna lie, my hands are getting a little sweaty. $170. Still got that groove in my body, but now, like I said, it's halftime. Ka, boom, ka, boom, ka. Probably a lot less talking from here on out because it's getting a tad quick. I like 185. 190, that's moving, that is moving, let's go. $200. This is the benchmark of all benchmarks. Come on now. $205. We're kind of reaching my max now. I can't play much faster than this with clarity and speaking to you at the same time. Oh, starting to pass me up. This is 210. Let's stay here. Let's stay here. Oh, where's all the oxygen in the room? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. Little preacher stretch. Little up to the drum gods to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to play drums. Down to the drum devils and the demons and saying like, why did you make that hurt so much? All right, now how far did you get with me? Make sure you write that down and then come back to this video in a week after practicing and try it again. And just try to keep creeping up 5 BPM at a time. That's why it's so important to benchmark or track this stuff, because then you know if you're getting better or not. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, should I also do this with single strokes and double strokes and things on the drum set? Absolutely. That's why I made a whole course on mikeslessons.com. It's waiting for you to start right now. It's called My Benchmarks. The first 7 days are free. Just do the course, and then if you don't like the way I teach, you can just leave. You don't get charged anything. It's a 7-day free trial. The link is in the description below. And so is the link to this metronome, which I have no affiliation with. It's just called Click. I just like it because of the colors. That is all. And it has a big giant number, but the link is in the description below as well. All right, YouTubers, I hope you had fun with this. Like I said, come back to this video once a week and test yourself again and just try to get a little bit further, a little bit further, and a little bit further, because that forward momentum, that growth, it truly is addictive and it makes you want to practice even more. But until next time, go practice.